been out here a lot lately. Push yourself.
You already know they got some pretty good runs like.
Check this out, MP. The more you put into these street ball games, the more you.
Player of the month, that's great brand.
There he is, the young goat himself. Yo, ND. I'm not.
something that, like, when you to single men, me specifically, someone who was married for 2 weeks shy of 10 years, called it quits.
You was in it a minute.
Yeah, I was in it. Like I said, same thing that you said. I wanted to stay there. I wanted her to inherit the fruit of my labor. That's why a lot of stuff you're saying is, I know it's by God that you're here, is because that was the exact same thing that I was saying. That's why I married her. I said when I had.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for a super quick video. Just want to keep you guys updated, especially for those of you who don't have Twitter accounts, that recently Zach announced that GR1ND badge is gone. By the way, Zach is a legit source. Mike Wang even retweeted his post. So basically, all these under the hood attribute boosts, which includes GR1ND badge, will be gone. Now, it doesn't mean that the Gatorade facility will be useless, because some badges can now be worked on the gym, and perfect workouts can still give you extra boost for the week. And just to confirm my other statement about badges, 2K Build Guru asked, instead of under the hood physical attribute boost, now we work on badges, correct? Zach replied yes, which justifies that some of your badges can now be worked on the Gatorade gym. This one here can create lots of opinions. Some might like this and some might otherwise. So let me know in the comment section what do you guys think about this. So that's all for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Making life smarter.
I want to tell you a story.
I used to believe that Jesus was a Catholic God, God of the Gentiles.
I imagined that Jesus was Italian. The New Testament in one of those books. So I saw nuns reading on the subway. I was expecting to find a handbook on how to persecute the Jews. I'm reading a story written by Jews about Jewish people. One thing you don't do is you don't talk about Jesus.
I'm gonna get ostracized. They're gonna think I'm crazy. And are you not?
Yeah, when I had nothing. I had a little dream of being this national playwright and producer.
Yeah.
And she was there, and she said to me one day, she said, yeah, my fear is that once you make it, you're going to leave me alone. You're going to upgrade and go find somebody else. I said, no, I ain't going to do that.
Yeah.
And I proposed to her on stage at one of my plays.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so I was like, no, we're going to rock together.
Yeah.
And so we almost made it to 10 years. But when you look at that and you say, this is something that I wish somebody would have told me as a man that's been married 25 years, where we have this tendency to think that the streets seem a little bit more appealing than marriage. You know, it's crazy because once you get married, they're like, well, you out the game.
Yeah, you out the game.
Why did we do that? Why would we get married? The groomsmen, our friends, be like, hey, you left all these other single women to me, you know, more for me. Like, why is it like this is the ball and chain? What is that?
Well, I think, and that's what I didn't like about marriage.
Yeah.
That's one thing I did not like about marriage. It had nothing to do with my wife. It had more to do with how others viewed marriage.
Yes.
At the bank that I worked at, that's where I worked at when we got married. And then I got fired. They fired me right after the marriage, a little bit after. Terrible of them to do something like that, knowing we need their money. But anyway.
Let's stop. Why they fired you?
I can't remember. It was, my supervisor didn't like me. I just remember that, yes, she didn't like me. And
I don't know, but how many times you say you've been fired?
16. 16 times.
And so, was it everybody's fault, the 16 times?
Oh, no. Some of them firings, I made sure that I made sure. You gonna fire me? Yeah, get ready for what I'm getting ready to say. So, no, it wasn't their fault. No, some of them were, like this one was, because I enjoyed being a teller at the bank.
I was a teller at Bank One.
I was a teller at Chase. It was Texas Commerce first.
See?
Then it turned to Chase. But anyway, yeah, so she fired me, but what was you ready to say? Throwing me off. He thought I was just firing. You said something to me.
She was talking about as a single man or whatever, how we always.
Oh yeah, no. So I worked at the bank with this young lady, and we would go to lunch, right? We would go to lunch when me and Erica was dating. This girl didn't want me. I didn't want her.
Mm-hmm.
But they say, hey, y'all can go to lunch. We'll run the subway, run Jack, just enough to come back. Man, the moment we got married, I said, we'll get some lunch. I ain't going nowhere with you. I said, what? You married? like, yeah, I am. Do I have a disease? She talking about, yes. I said, what? And so, like, it was like, I didn't like that. Like, bro, I don't even want you, and she don't even want me. But it's like, you know, I guess like now that ain't gonna look right or what. We work here, we go to these little places, get something to eat, we come back. And I just didn't like how people, you know, you go somewhere, he married, what is he doing? You know what, why he talking to her? Oh, damn. So basically I should just move to a man's universe now, just where it's all men. I don't know no sisters no more. I mean, it's not my mom and my grandmother. Don't talk to them.
Would your wife have been cool with you going to eat with her?
Probably not. But I'm saying, no, listen what I'm saying. I'm saying probably not because that's how it's viewed.
Yeah.
And so that's what I mean, like not because she don't necessarily trust me.
Yeah.
It's just that
it don't look right.
It don't look right.
It don't look right.
And then now when what can I go out to eat with Dave?
She's like, hold on, now Dave was your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, right. Like it's like you just trying to pick some man, random man. I work with this lady and we go eat. Now you want to, well, how would they look in my eyes? Well, it's not you. I mean, if you want to go eat with a dude, go eat. Hopefully he paying. Hopefully. But I mean, it's not a tit for tat. It's just my life and your life. If you don't feel comfortable, you should not do it. But I feel fine. Until she told me I was a disease called marriage. Hello.
Oh God. So why do we make marriage feel like a prison sentence then? Why is it labeled as that? And I understand there's some boundaries that we should have, yes, being married or whatnot, but why is it looked at as being like, oh, well, yeah.
Because you gotta ask. I mean,
yeah,
you have left all this independence, and now you have somebody else to think about. So when your boy say, hey man, tonight, such and such celebrate some, man, we're gonna be over here at the little sports bar.
Yeah.
Let me check. Well, it ain't that you getting permission like you a kid, but you don't. But because now they say y'all won,
yeah,
so now I need to see what the other half of me got planned for me, because that's what they do. They play. You know, I go, hey, babe, we gonna hang out over here. We gonna Hooters, watch the game. What's nice, celebrate. Woo. She's like, oh no, not tonight, because tonight, you know, we're supposed to be meeting with something. And it's something you don't want to do. So now you gotta call you, all right, man, I ain't gonna be able to make it. And now, you ain't gonna be able to make it. And so, now it's like, now you're mad at her, you're mad you can't be with them. So you angry. So it's feel like, it's like prison. I mean, I ain't never been. So all my people that been to prison, who I said, it ain't like no prison. I got you. Yeah, it ain't like no prison. Time y'all comparing the pandemic to prison. It ain't no prison. I got it, but I'm just saying, for those of us that's never been, I imagine it's something like this. Yeah, I can't do things my way. That's what I get from prison.
Oh God. So what would you say to single men who they want to get married, but that thing, that marriage, that label, that the fear of feeling like they lose their independence, that they have no control over their day-to-day.
Yes.
They got to go ahead. They feel like they got to ask somebody permission for this. They just all the negative stuff about marriage.
Yeah.
What are some things that you've learned about marriage? You've done a great job talking about the beauty of marriage, things that has refined you as a man, things that a lot of times we haven't talked about, where you have the male sex drive been here in his early 20s and early 30s, and then it shifts and women become straight up super freaks. You know what I'm saying? And so that's something to look forward to as a man, but also like, whew, all right, it's a stab to the ego. Yeah. I have a whole lot of female friends that have talked about that. They said that, hey, you know, a lot of men aren't mature enough to be able to say, all right, let me go get me some Cialis and Viagra or whatnot, because they male ego, I ain't gotta take that, I ain't gonna do that. And then now she's sitting over here, you know, gotta play around with a limp noodle. You know, and it's like, God, like, can you swallow your ego and let's do this? That's a real thing. So what would you say to these single men when they look at marriage
Man, I think life for me didn't take off until I got married. And I don't think that I would be where I'm at today if I was not married. That's just me, because I'm not God. But I think what marriage did for me, it made me go get it, because I knew I had to support and...
L'Oreal Group. We support innovative projects that help restore damaged ecosystems. More than 2 million acres of ecosystems will be restored by 2030. This is how we create the beauty that moves the world.
It's the NBA on GR Sports. Hi, everyone. Here with analyst Will Hill and Ken Harlow. Now let's take a look at the Rockets opening lineup. Leading Reeves down the backcourt. Tari Eason is out there. Alperon Şengün.
Another individual low myself. And I wanted to show face too. You know, you wanna, you know, I hear guys like, what she brings to the table. I ain't never thought about what she brings to the table. I'm the table. You know, I'm the table. She got bring nothing. You know, women do that. Like, oh, you got a card, you got this credit. Man can take a woman, you ain't got nothing, because I'm the table. I'm gonna get you a card. I'm gonna get your credit together, you know. And so I kind of already knew I was, you know, hopefully, I was gonna do that. So that's why I was just, you know, for every catch, man. I mean, because I'm blown away by y'all. Let me say this first. I'm blown away by y'all. These women out there. Man, I ain't reading. They out here. I travel every weekend. They out here, and all the ones, whatever kind you want. If you want them naked, the naked ones out here. If you want them well clothed, they are out here. If you want them slim, if you want them thick, if you want them big, white, black, yellow, I mean, like, you have your pick of the litter. And so, and I know, like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Which I get. But let me say this. At the end of the day, I wish I could say it how I want to see it. But at the end of the day, well, this might have a smidgen of a hospitals don't deal with hearts. This is what I'm telling to the same hospitals, they don't deal with it. So if something ever happened to you, whoever you shacking up with or whoever you kicking with, y'all ain't got that paperwork. The hospitals are going to say next to kin. That's all they talking about. Hey, y'all miss your baby. Next to kin. And so you want somebody there. Then no, I mean, they're just. Man, my wife know my social security number, my driver's license number. I'm talking, she know all this about memory. Like, she can't remember to take me chicken and throw it out. But she know my social security. She know my driver's license number. Now, listen, my wife done pulled so many sick, man, she know, man, listen. I love it because I ain't got to do that. That's what's so good about that. My wife can call me. I'm talking to my wife can call me. Hey, I'm about to stop at the house. There's something. Do you want something? Yes. This is what my wife said. I don't got when we were separated, I remember the girl was like, I'm gonna come over and get some burgers, you know, something. Okay, what do you like? I was like, do you like mustard or mayonnaise? Oh Lord, you don't know me. I can't beat with you. You don't know I like mustard. No onions. Get out of here. You're gonna know me. And I think that's what's live. Man, when you find somebody that's so into you like that,
Talk about it.
Can't beat it.
Talk about
Can't beat it. And that's worth way more than, you know, all what you do. I mean, I know what you do, but I'm saying that. It means a little more. It means a little more. And plus, if you get into your mid-30s, you on the decline anyway. You think somebody that can weather the storm? Yes, sir. Everybody still be there. Still be there. Man, Marcus, how can people connect with you? Man, you can go, I still have a website. I like to call it headquarters. You should. You know, it's just my name, MarcusDWiley.com. And then, of course, on the social, Marcus D. Wiley on Instagram and Twitter, and I think I am Marcus D. Wiley on Facebook. I am. You have TikTok? No, I didn't. I mean, it's only so much. I don't want none of the stuff I have. And so, all these other things, man, I just got on TikTok a week and a half ago. Yeah. Because people kept taking my videos from my Instagram and from YouTube, and then they'll get 60, 70,000, 80,000 views. Yeah, so people kept saying, here go your videos. I'm like, you didn't get TikTok. I don't want no TikTok. I'm sick of all that. They even be dancing on TikTok. I'm like real old school in my mind. I didn't want to get on Instagram because I thought Instagram just people like taking pictures of themselves all the time. Yeah. So it took me years to get on. I got on Instagram actively in 2020. Wow. It took me that long. I'm like, maybe take no selfies. Maybe take no selfies. Put it on Instagram. Instagram is what you want to make of it. People want to take pictures of themselves all the time. These songs real old school in TikTok. I just did this so I just repurpose a lot of my content that I put on Instagram and then put it on TikTok. And so, man, you know the fantastic job. I told people that I was coming on here. I didn't even know you did here. I was like, God has been doing something amazing. The reason why I chose you is because in your set, what's so dope about it. So my podcast, I coined the moniker, with intensity and transparency. And so in your comedy, you're very, very transparent. And so when I see a brother showing up like that, especially in the church, and you're always pressing, I know church folks, I was in the strip club, I went there, because I heard that they went there, you know what I'm saying? Like when people talk like that, it's like, yes, you get it. Because so often in church, if you've been a PK, you know that you live under these lies. You live under this lie. Oh, I know, and we don't even have to. Why you say we don't have to? We don't have to because we're free. I mean, see, I can read. That's the only thing about me. I ain't the smartest kid, but boy, I can read that Bible. And I know after he died, that broke all that curse. People talk, oh, that's bad karma. No, ain't no karma in the Bible. All the curses have been broken. Yeah, when he died, it freed everything. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm saying is, I'm free. So, oh God, and that's what I love about it, is that you talk about transparency, and in your transparency, that's what allows people to really understand. Because even in your comedy, as much jokes as you throw out, so much value in what you're saying. I was sitting, I was like, God, that's good. Gosh, that's good. And so God has anointed you in comedy. You know, he's anointed you in a way that you can make people laugh and then digest the truth at the same time. While they mouth is up, ha ha ha. Yeah. Man, that was the truth that just went down my throat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what keeps happening. And even in this whole podcast, what you did is that you're dropping stuff that's hilarious and it's fun. It's like, hey, like in moments I was like, you know, stand me right here. You don't know my story. You don't know my story. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I always tell truth is truth. At the end of the day, no matter what it is, I can find what I consider the perfect wife in my book. And it's still going to be heartache and pain. There's going to be some things that you're going to have to weather. There's going to be some, and people think that just because you go through some hard times, that can't be my wife, that can't be my husband, because my husband would have never said this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, that's the pruning process. Those beautiful vows you took, remember you said those vows. It's not that you're marrying perfect people, you're marrying imperfect people that's striving for perfection in Christ. You're never going to be perfect with you. Never. And so as you've been, all the stuff you've been saying, I've just been digesting it. So thank you so much for dropping all the gems that you had. It's been an honor to have you. I've admired you for a long time. Dope guy. That's why a lot of churches always repeat and rebook you over and over again.
Because thank you, church. There it is. One thing about it is that you always, Oakland Bible Fellowship, Dr. Tony Evans always hired you to come back to his church, and they don't have anybody on their stage.
No, not at all. Expression.
What was the joke you said about my boy, Dr. Evans? You said that when you would be...
When I first started, I mean, the first person on the Oakland Bible Fellowship, you know, for 9 years, you look at the pastor, you see jokes, you know, games in the seat. Everybody else laughing, but he making maybe trying to get a check. So I look over there, and he just be sitting right here. And then I was saying, celebrate how my dad is. I would tell him to take his kids that he loves me. That was in the beginning, I guess he was dead me out like but actually I told Dr. Tony this before he didn't even why I do not come to that food. Because he can't sit down and really want. It's like, hey, when I preach, I use food, you know, so people can receive it a little better. But since you do humor, you should inject iron. Since you're going to be doing it in these churches. He just got up and walked out. He ain't say Bible, nothing. I'm more like, if you want to promote here, you better pray for more Bible and give you enough material. Okay. And ever since, I'm going to have a little message with you. It's been skyrocketing. Dropping them gems in every church that you go to. Doing singles conferences, doing marriage conferences and stuff like that. And just, you know, it's great that in the church we can laugh. We got to. Man, listen, I've been enjoying talking to you today. Hey, man, y'all give it up for my boy, Marcus Watson.
Green on MP.
No turnovers. Quite a few here.
We've had many Rusty Studley into Child Protection Services. My nephew. Black. A boy. The likelihood of being adopted outside of kinship, slim to none. Armani, 16 years old, black, a boy, with 5 years in the foster care system before I even knew his name. The likelihood of ever being adopted, yep, you guessed it, slim to none. While Ladarian and Armani were trying to survive and barely thrive in an overpopulated and underfunded foster care system, I was living my own life, doing well professionally. Having been a single father with a daughter who at that point was doing well in college, it was my time to live my life, right? Wrong. I felt unsettled, tireless, agitated. There are just too many of our black children stuck in ambiguity and in the limbo of the foster care system. In 2017, I legally adopted my nephew, Ladarian. Fast forward to 2019, I had no ties to this other young king, but I felt God instructed me to adopt him also, and I obeyed. Starting over with parenting should have been enough, right? Working with various foster care and adoption agencies to help bring awareness to the countless young black kings in the foster care system should have decreased my agitation, right? Joining the board of directors of Advantage Adoption, an organization that helps find permanent adoptive homes for children in foster care, should have led to some type of resolve, right? No, not at all. None of it felt like I had done enough. I now realize that every one of those experiences was laying the fundamental foundation for my life's mission, Kingdom Royale. Kingdom Royale will be a luxury, state-of-the-art home for foster boys. Our first location will be in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We will utilize the whole person approach that instills identity, empowers them to advocate for themselves, and enlightens them regarding new perspectives and limitless options that they thought were impossible. Though the young kings will attend the local public schools that are in proximity to Kingdom Royale, our at-home curriculum will broaden their worldview through participating in the arts, attending various cultural events, learning about and engaging in multifaceted discussions about current events and even relevant historical context.
introducing them to gardening and landscaping and even caring for our animals on our farm and on-site staples. We just launched our Startup Capital campaign with the goal of raising $2.8 million. Now, why $2.8 million? Well, in 2017, I created a web series in which I performed random acts of kindness for targeting the homeless community. One of the most notable successes was that one of the videos went viral, garnering 28 million views. However, one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't raise a single dollar to help in implementing a more sustainable plan for the homeless community. So throughout the years, with much remorse, I reflected on not maximizing that moment. I knew if at that time, just 10% of the viewers donated $1, we would have raised at least $2.8 million that could have really established long-term support for the homeless community, or at least started a long-term initiative to do so. This is my do-over. This is our new beginning. Together, we can attack this at the root by specifically helping our homeless black boys who are already disproportionately represented in the American foster care system. I'm Laterras R. Whitfield. I've been nominated for 3 regional Emmys documenting my work with the homeless as well as my personal adoption journey. Despite those accolades, the greatest award for me is truly providing the infrastructure for a transformed life. Visit KingdomRoyale.com for more details. Crown a king and make a donation today. Man, when I tell you I enjoyed this episode, boy, my boy Marcus Wiley came to show up and show out. It was hilarious. Oh my God. I love it when I can just sit back, kick it, laugh. I love to laugh, as y'all know. So thank you, Marcus, for blessing us on the podcast. Well, here's my favorite part of the Dear Future Wifey podcast when I speak to my future wifey. Dear Future Wifey, your love is drawing me with each heartbeat. Your prayers are covering and guiding me to your lips. You're present, though you're absent. You're near, though you're far away. Knowing this journey leads to you strengthens each step I take. I can't wait to know your heart, ears, the little things that make you smile, the annoying things that bring irritation, and the beautiful way you express yourself. Not just to me, but to all those you love. As much as I would love to bottle you up and keep you to myself, I know your wisdom and love is meant to be shared with the world. You bring healing to the broken heart. You bring clarity to those with impaired vision. Your voice soothes emotional elements. You are queen every layer of the word. I will serve you until my lifetime. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Dear Future Wifey Podcast. Remember, be real, intentional, and transparent. Make sure to subscribe to our Dear Future Wifey YouTube channel. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher. We welcome your support. Simply share our podcast with your friends and family.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Platinum Plus.
Back to Van Vliet.
Power and double the scrubbing power.
Stop the run. Rebound by the Lakers. They're up 2-2 because their efforts like last.
Rebounding has been a big inserted their wheel and taking control on the glass.
All right, guys, stats here. The scoring breakdown by the Lakers.
And hats off to him. I mean, getting to 40 tonight means he's got the longest 40-point streak in league history.
Unreal. He's been on a scoring binge we've never seen before. Timeout called the Rockets.
It's falling, I'm really falling, I'm going all in. Counts everything, just keep money calling over. Same with the check, I'm happy to know.
Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt.
I am sure how to get Jim right in NBA 2K24 next year. So after you choose an affiliation, you go to the city, go to your affiliation, and if you go to starter 2, you will see you unlock a permanent additional turbo emitter normally gained through gym workouts. So this is basically the gym rat. You need to reach starter 2 and you will get permanent.
Knocks it loose. Now the Lakers moving it up. The finish! Oh, and the
Definitely a two-way play. MB can handle doing everything himself on possessions at times.
Houston has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth.
turbo boost. So this is it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.
Make your kitchen the coziest place this season with 50% off select Christmas decor at Hobby Lobby. Browse festive towels, mugs, canisters, and many more kitchen must-haves. Shop in store or online at hobbylobby.com.
Junior, stand up. Yeah. He does all our social media, so all the stuff you've been seeing, that's him.
100 mil I needed, the glory I needed. I took gas and walked around like I was undefeated. I saw no results, I still woke up and chased it. They told me to find myself, instead I want to find a way.
We have 8 minutes to stretch, 8 minutes to stretch your teams, 15 minutes of ending, 5 minutes tempo, 6 minutes, 707, 13 minutes of team, and it's it. You don't have no helmet, so I want you to take care of each other, but I do want full speed. You remember when you was going to football camp in high school, you were trying to be ranked 4 or 5A, or 4-star, 5-star, remember those days? You have no helmet, dude. So don't give me, I can't go hard because I don't have no helmet. All right, don't give me that. Because I remember when you did, and you went hard, everything in your power, so you can get that start. Nobody cares about stars no more. We want you to work your butt off, technique, tempo, everything, full speed, okay? Yes, sir. But we want to get some good work in. Guys that are not starting, that want to start, this is how you fight for it. Starts today. We good with that? Yes, sir. Let's have a good day, but I want you guys, I don't want to hear the coaches yell. We're going to do that because this is who we are. But you guys got to start policing each other, all right? You guys got to start holding each other accountable. I don't care what group you're in, first, second, third group, hold each other accountable. Quarterback, hold them accountable. We got that? Yes, we got that? Yes, sir. Let's get to work. Let's stretch.
Hey, y'all heard it, man. It's a work day today. Hey, work on 3, 1, 2, 3. Work. Bi-week Chronicles.
Bi-week Chronicles.
Day 1. Another one?
No smiling, no nothing. You can't smile no more.
You can't smile no more, man.
No more, no jewelry, no more, no nothing.
Nothing, bro. Can't do nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta chill, bro.
You gotta chill, bro. Change your whole life.
I gotta change.
Change your whole life, cause your life.
Change your whole name.
Change your name. Once you do it that way.
Oh, you better not streak this week.
You better not streak. Don't catch one green on YouTube. You better not wear no freaking change. You better not wear no change.
You better not feel nothing this week.
You better not feel nothing. That's all I care about. Is YouTube, change, screen.
Gaming. My bad. I love you, man. Zone.
You should.
Ever let that ball do you like that, yo? What is it?
Where you get the hat from?
This is a Target special.
It's hard.
Oh, it's cool. Very warm. I have a sweatshirt that matches. Polo. I have 3 layers on it. This is my uniform.
So you still do like when the kids used to wear the basketball shorts under their pants? You
got the most rushing hours.
You guys just Michael Vick?
You asked me that. Who's my favorite 2 quarterbacks? Tom Brady, Mike Vick.
He's a dual threat now.
Dual threat.
You think he's dual threat?
It just depends on how well your tenure is.
You're just a pocket passer, right?
I am.
You want to be more between losing yards because of sack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I purposely take that.
Yeah, purposely.
13, 14 carries.
You want to say he purposely takes that?
Yeah, like
There's some bitchy going on, dog.
Oh, we out here, bro.
Wait, is this supposed to be group team?
No, man.
Is this group
You
team?
just sit down now to go check.
Wait, this is group team? Is this group team or no?
We got conditions.
Grab me. You got in, you coach. You know what, you know what your man. There's 9 buckets. I go 10, 9, 8 all the way down. You want to get some of these, son?
I will.
Now that way harder than this one.
Get a new set of tires in just a couple clicks at Firestone Complete Auto Care.
Most people have no clue that in 2023 the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products. It's Amazon's other company, Audible. Audible pays me $8,000 to $10,000 every single month in passive income, and I'm not the only one. People like Katrina and Carla, Elena, Renee, all making thousands of dollars a month in passive income using the same system.
This past month I reached $8,000 in revenue, and I'm on track to reach $10,000 in revenue this month.
I've been able to go from 0 to 22K in 7 months, and of course this completely changed my life.
I do this on a part-time basis, about 5 to 10 hours a week. I earn about $40,000 a year. There's no other job that pays with that little time.
The best part is it's literally a done-for-you system. You're not buying any merchandise, you're not storing any merchandise, you're not shipping any merchandise, and you need zero tech skills to get started in making thousands of dollars a month in passive income from Audible. Now, I wish I could say I'm the genius who discovered this method, but I'm not. I learned everything from the Mickelson twins. I took their free training, the same free training that's linked.
Welcome to Fearless with Jason Whitlock. I am Jason Whitlock, your host. Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining me. We have an awesome show planned for you today.
Warren Sapp is going to join us to talk some football on the back end of this show. But we're going to start the show with just me and you in a little conversation about the shots being fired my direction. I'm in the crosshairs right now of Stephen A. Smith, a little bit of Ben Shapiro and Jeremy Boring and the Daily Wire crew, and just I'm in a bit of the crosshairs of the people that don't really agree with my complete and total America First mentality, and as it relates to the events going on in Israel. And so I'm going to circle back on that, but I'm going to start by talking about Stephen A. Smith and his connection to just what I'm doing, what my purpose is in the media, and why I'm receiving blowback for what it is that I do. And so this conversation, hopefully I can unpack it in about an hour, and then we'll get to Warren Sapp, and then we'll get out of here, and we'll get to our Thursday night and get ready for Friday. So I want to, before I get going here, I want to take care of one of our greatest sponsors, Preborn. It is my prayer that there will come a day when abortion will be abolished. Then we will look back and see the atrocity of what has been done. We're experiencing the impact of abortion in our lives, the breakdown of families, the trauma that comes from a woman being pressured to have an abortion, and the steep decline of morality that justifies this atrocity. How then shall we respond? Do we stand back and say this too shall pass, or do we rise up and say, I will stand for the innocent? Preborn stands for the helpless. And because of your generosity, Preborn is able to offer free ultrasounds to women. Once she hears that heartbeat, the chances of choosing life more than double. And years from now, when your grandchildren ask you, what did you do about abortion, Grandpa, Grandma? You can say, I saved a life through Preborn. I saved many lives. One ultrasound is just $28 to save a life. Just dial pound 250 and say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby. Or go to preborn.com/Jason. That's preborn.com/Jason. All right, I want to get to my fire starter and our conversation today about the shots being fired at me, and the most personal shot has been fired by Stephen A. Smith, and it'll take me a second here to provide a little context to this, but I want to start by saying it starts with Marcellus Wiley taping his own podcast. I think it's called Never Shut Up. It's a great podcast. Marcellus is doing a great job. Marcellus jumped in and gave an explanation of what happened between Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman was the former co-host of First Take with Stephen A. Smith. Marcellus and Max Kellerman have a long friendship that dates back to college. I believe they both went to Columbia University in New York. They've been friends forever. They worked together in radio at ESPN, friends out in Los Angeles. They have a connection. Stephen A. has been running around taking shots at Max Kellerman in certain interviews. He's doing this intentionally. It's calculated. Max Kellerman is in Stephen A. Smith's rearview mirror. It's been odd to see Stephen A. stomp on Max Kellerman's grave. And he's been doing that, kicking dirt on Max Kellerman when Max Kellerman's out at ESPN. And so I get why Marcellus wanted to jump in and defend his friend and set the record straight from Marcellus's perspective. Let's play the clip of Marcellus talking about Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman.
North Carolina, home of beautiful beaches, mountain vistas, a great Medicare Advantage plan.
What Medicare Advantage plan?
Health Team Advantage, the local plan for North Carolina.
Stephen A.'s First Take, the show wanted Max to speak. for white America. That's that balancing act. You remember that model? It still exists, but it was really the model. Black, white, all right? We got, highbrow, lowbrow, right? Uptown, downtown, streets, boardroom, all those damn dynamics and contrasts that everybody was lazily just buying into. Especially when you lose Skip Bayless, you get Max. Now, it's not just Max speak for white America, but that would allow Stephen A., brother, get to speak for black America. Now we got it. And then Stephen A. felt like he was going to be the king, even though he was already on the best show, #1 rated show, I should say, because I'm speaking for my people. Oh, how empowering. Not only am I #1, but I'm speaking for my people. Okay, now here's the problem. Stephen A., the entertainer, had to meet Max Kellerman, the educator. And boy, that was a class that had a different lesson plan. Stephen A. realized quickly that he was dealing with a whole different animal, especially on black issues, especially on societal issues, especially at that time as we're nearing going closer to George Floyd, to pandemic, and Colin Kaepernick was already on the scene. He started to realize he was getting outshined in those conversations. Outshined for these reasons, and I know these reasons. Because Max Kellerman is not only a historian, he has a degree in history from Columbia University, same school I went to, Ivy League school, but the dude is a bona fide genius. Like, he is next level brainiac, for real. High school test scores off the charts. Like, next level dude, I'm just giving it to you like it is. And Stephen A. Smith has admitted many a times how he had his own learning disabilities and issues growing up. So that is, no matter how much he has advanced past that, and you can see the immense vocabulary, etc., and his intelligence on display, it's an insecurity for Stephen A. because he speaks on it as how that was an insecurity.
So Marcellus has described the problem between Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith as an insecurity issue for Stephen A. Smith. And there may be kernels of truth in that. But I primarily disagree with Marcellus's take on that respectfully. And I'm aware, again, Marcellus, very close to Max Kellerman, and I understand why Marcellus may have that take. I disagree with it. I said something about it, I believe, last week. I'll explain a little bit more in detail today. But Stephen A. Smith went on The Breakfast Club after Marcellus gave this explanation, because I think Marcellus gave that explanation 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then here in the last week or so, Stephen A. Smith went on The Breakfast Club and politely, very politely, criticized Marcellus and played the race card on Marcellus, saying that how dare Marcellus say that I was insecure over the intelligence of a white man, that's crossing the line, and blah, blah, blah. Stephen A. is trying to walk a very tight, narrow line and trying to relate, because he's made a mistake in kicking dirt on Max Kellerman, going on these different podcasts and taking all these unnecessary shots at Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman is in Stephen A.'s rearview mirror. Max Kellerman got dusted from First Take. And I'm going to explain respectfully, because again, I know Max Kellerman and used to be friendly with Max Kellerman years ago when I lived out in LA, and if I saw Max with, more than happy to have a beer with him. I've been to Max Kellerman's house, met his wife, kids, the whole nine. I don't harbor any ill will or bad feelings towards Max Kellerman, but I do want to explain. I think Stephen A. actually had excellent, justified reasons for wanting to get Max Kellerman off of First Take, and I'll explain that here in a second. But before I do that, I'm going to let you hear Stephen A. Smith on his own podcast, The Stephen A. Smith Show, give his partial explanation or response to Marcellus Wiley, repeating some of what he said on the Breakfast Club, but then Stephen A. pivoted it to talking about me. And that's where I come in, and this whole explanation I'm going to unpack will make sense. But let's hear Stephen A. Smith, I believe yesterday or the day before, talking about Marcellus Wiley, and then yours truly, fat bastard as he calls me. Anyway, go ahead, play the clip.
I got mad love for all of my colleagues. Marcellus Wiley was one of those people. I'm sorry he's gone from ESPN. I'm sorry he's gone from FS1. I hope whatever it is that he's doing, and I'm assuming it's something